Hello, good evening, guys. Happy holidays. So, how's your first day of holidays? I hope you rested well. Okay, so hi Kavi, how are you? Okay, so we are into chapter 6. We are halfway through chapter 6. Guys, today's stuff is really important. We are going to talk about something really important today. One of the core parts of this chapter. Are you ready to learn? Do you still remember what you learned last week? Do you? Do you remember what is electrolysis? And do you remember we need 3 things for electrolysis? We need batteries, we need electrodes, and we need electrolyte. All right, and electrolyte is that water, that liquid that conducts electricity. Do you remember this? I hope you do. And your electrolyte has, your electrode has anode and cathode. Okay. Hi, Charlene. Okay, so you have your anode and cathode, positive and negative. You have your cation and anion. And if you remember, cation will be attracted to cathode. Anion will be attracted to anode. Cat. Anode attracts anion. Cathode attracts cation. So this is how you split. This is how you break your electrolyte into 2. My point of doing electrolysis is to break things into 2. Okay, right. Before I move on, guys, can we please go to the exercise real quick? Because I want to talk about something that is related to what we are going to talk about later. Okay, can you please go to question 3? I think we did question 3, right? Last week. Right? Okay. Do you remember what is this? Do you remember what is this? Lead bromide is our electrolyte. Okay, so please, can you please go to question D? Okay, so lead bromide. This guy is my electrolyte. Okay, my job of doing electrolysis is to split this thing into 2. Okay, is to chop this thing into 2. And how do I do so? Guys, always remember positive on the left, negative on the right. Your cation is always on the left side. Your anion is always on the right side. Okay, I just remember it as this is the guy, this is the girl. The guy usually stands on the left, the girl usually stands on the right. This is just like a rule. Guys will wear watch on the left side, girls will wear watch on the right side. I don't know lah. This is what my mom told me lah. So I just remember it that way. Guys left, girls right. Okay, guys left, girls right. Ken, are you okay? Are you okay with this? I taught a Form 5 class that day. They just tell me, sir, very easy to remember what. Just remember, girls are always right. Isn't it that case? When a boyfriend and a girlfriend fights, it's usually the girlfriend who wins because girls are always right. Okay, that's the fast way to remember. Okay, guys, anode is positive or negative? Do you remember what is anode? Do you remember what is anode? Do you remember what is another? When you buy another car, is it positive or negative? Okay, Kavi, I think you got it in reverse there. Okay, yes, it's positive. It's positive. And then cathode, obviously, is a negative. So guys, when I'm trying to split these 2, anode will attract which one? Anode will pull lead or bromide. Lead or bromide? Guys, which one? Bromide, Bromide, So bromide will be pulled to my anode and they will become bromine. Bromine is a gas. Bromine is a gas. Usually non-metals are gas, right? Like bromine case, this is a gas. And then when I put my lead to cathode, because cathode is negative, I will attract positive here. And I will get lead metal. Usually guy is the metal. Girls are the non-metal because guys are hard, girls are soft. Okay, girls are very soft, guys are more manly and hard. If you get what I mean. Guys, can you understand this? Do you understand this? This is the basic what we are learning today. Of course, later it's going to be much more complicated. It's going to be much more complicated. Guys, if you remember, you learn the same thing in Form 2. You see, water is H2O. Same thing. You split into 2. H is the positive, O is the negative. Correct? Correct? And then my anode, positive, will pull O there. So you will get oxygen at anode. And then your cathode is negative. It will pull hydrogen here. And you will get hydrogen gas. So at the positive electrode, the anode there, you will see oxygen gas come out. At the negative electrode, okay, the cathode there, you will see hydrogen gas coming out. Remember, this is what you learned in Form 2. Now it's just like a more advanced version. You use lead bromide, let's say, instead of water. It's the same concept. Guys on the left, girls on the right, you split them apart using positive, negative. You guys okay so far? Are you guys following? Are you guys with me? Are you guys following? Are you guys following? This is the basic you learn. This is the basic you must learn because later we have 2 guys and 2 girls. This is only 1 guy and 1 girl. 1 guy and 1 girl. So you guys okay so far? Sarah, are you okay? And Jala, are you okay? Yes, anode is the rod. Yes. Okay, Jala, are you okay? Charlene, are you guys okay? Are you okay? Today is a holiday, right? So you should have more energy. I hope you slept well today. Okay. I mean, usual Wednesday, you're like, sir, I'm so tired because of school. Now you should be very well rested. You should be ready to learn. Okay. So let's jump back into our lesson today. Okay, let's go to page 3, shall we? Oh, you know what? Let's go to page 4. Before I torture you with this, okay, let's go to page 4. Okay, let's go to page 4. Okay, so now, let's look at this set of experiment. What is this water, guys? What is this water? They tell you that this water is something we call sodium sulfate solution. Yes, this is the electrolyte, correct? Okay, Na2SO4. Guys, you can actually ignore this because you're not writing this in exam. This is for chemistry student. You are writing sodium sulfate. Okay, so now, according to what we learned just now, we are going to do this, isn't it? Our job is to split sodium and sulfate, isn't it? Right? Sodium is the positive, sulfate is the negative, right? But hang on a second, not so quick. I want you to pay attention to this solution here. Do you see this solution? Guys, whenever you see solution, please circle it. Whenever you see solution, please circle it. And please write H2O. Please make it a habit. This is the first thing you write whenever you see solution. Right? Whenever you see solution, circle it and write H2O. This is the first step. You guys done? You guys done? Have you written H2O? Have you circled your solution, H2O? Okay, now, coming back to our sodium sulfate, now, my job is to split this into 2, positive, negative. This is the guy, this is the girl. And I also need to split this, positive, negative. I want to split sodium and sulfate. I want to split hydrogen and oxygen. But here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. Can you see there are 2 guys here swimming in the water? Positive is the guy, ma. Positive is the guy, it's the lelaki. You have 2 guys inside water, sodium and hydrogen. And then you have 2 girls in water too. You have sulfate swimming here, you also have oxygen swimming here. So you see, here's the problem. Here's the problem. I will not stick to, only one will be chosen. Only one guy will be chosen. Only one girl will be chosen. You see, that's the difficult part. Just now, lead, bromide, I just split them. End of story. Now, which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? That's the problem. Okay, you know what? Let's write everything down first, you see. Sodium ion, cat ion, cat is the plus. So who is swimming in that cup of water? Who is swimming in the water? Sodium and hydrogen. And who are the two girls swimming in water? Sulfate and O. And we call this hydroxide. Guys, pay attention here. We don't say oxide ion, we say hydroxide ion whenever there's water. This is the law. Sir, isn't this O? Isn't this oxygen? Why is O hydroxide? That's the law. Don't tell me, don't ask me. Can you see oxide? Can you see oxide? We just add another hydro in front because it's from water. It shows that this is from water. Then why don't we add hydro in hydrogen here? Because this is hydrogen. Okay. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? I think my why do we need to put ion? Because ion means it has charge. Ion means it has charge, is swimming there. Guys, can you see my video? I think my video here is stuck. Can you see me? Can you see me? I think my webcam is stuck. Am I moving? Hang on, guys. My why am I stuck here? Oh, I'm moving. Okay, then that's good because my. Okay, okay. I think you can see me right. Okay, so guys, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, so now my job. Okay, are you okay with this hydroxide? Whenever you see O, which is coming from solution, you have to write hydroxide. Okay, that's the law. Don't ask me why. Okay, that's the law. Hydroxide. Don't bother with the thing behind because you're not writing this. You are not writing this. This is for chemistry student. Okay, don't bother. All right. So now about the choosing. About the choosing. Who will be chosen? Okay, let's go to here. Let's come to here. Let's come to page 3. Can you please flip back to page 3? Can you please flip back to page 3? There is a list of guys here. All the guys are here. There is a list of girls here. All the girls are here. Can you see? Okay, you guys following? You guys following? Okay, right. Guys, very easy to remember this. Very easy to know this. Very easy to understand this. The taller a guy is, some of you were in my Form 3 class. I think you remember this. The taller the guy is, the more good looking they are. Correct? Correct. Imagine this guy is like 180. Imagine this guy is like 180. Potassium is a 180 cm tall guy. Okay, 185. Yes. Kavi, you remember? Okay, so you see, potassium is a very tall guy. He's very good looking. Silver is a very ugly guy because it's like 150. Let's say lah. Okay, 185 and 150. Okay, girls, tell me something. Girls, tell me something. Can you accept your boyfriend being 150 cm next time? Damn, 150 is really short. Right? You're 159. Wow, shit. Girls, can you accept your boyfriend being shorter than you next time? Real talk here, guys. Real talk here. I'm not judging, okay? Can you accept your boyfriend being 150 next time? He is, let's say he's very good looking. Okay, he's very good looking. He's very caring. He's the perfect boyfriend material. It's just that he's 150. Can you accept? No. So honest, Kavi. So honest. Okay. Good for you. Good. Okay. Sarah and Charlene, what about you two? Can you accept your boyfriend being shorter than you? Can you accept your boyfriend being shorter than you? He's the perfect guy, let's say, right? It's just that his height is a no. Wow, height is like the death sentence. Height is like a death sentence. Gabriel, how tall are you? How tall are you? Sarah, how tall are you, Sarah? 1.7. Okay, but hey, how can you find a 180 girlfriend, Gabriel? I don't think that's possible. Got lah, but I think it's pretty rare lah. I think it's pretty rare. Okay, Sarah, how tall are you? If you don't mind me asking, how tall are you? If you're like 1.5 something, then of course I don't think you can accept around 10 cm in difference. So how tall are you? How tall are you? Are you like 160? Or are you like one? I believe most girls are around 160. Oh, okay. Wow, damn. And 150 is really short. It's like bringing your brother out. Okay. Anyway, Charlene, are you there, Charlene? Charlene, are you there? Are you there? How tall are you? How tall are you? I'm just curious. Because, guys, I've not seen you physically. Okay, besides Kavi, I've seen you before. Oh, you're 160. Wow, every girl is 160, huh? Every girl is 160, okay. So can you accept a 150? Okay, girls, let's be fair, huh? Can you accept a 160? Oh, if you don't mind, wow, that's nice of you. That's not. Can you accept a 160 guy? Someone same height as you. Me 160. You see, it's just 160. Oh, okay lah. You're almost 170. Oh, okay lah. Wow, guys, I feel like I feel lucky. I'm 175. I'm 175, by the way. Okay, I'm 175. Ooh, if I'm 160 something, I'll be so judged by everyone. Ooh, luckily my parents give me good height. Okay, not the best, but okay at least. Okay, so you see, this is the taller the guy is, the better looking they are. Okay, same goes to girls. The taller the girl is, the better looking they are. Okay, the better looking they are. And guys, if they ask this in an exam, why is potassium better than silver? Because you don't say because potassium is more lengthai than silver, or better looking, or more handsome. Your teacher will put a question mark there. Huh? Handsome? We don't say the word, okay? We use the word electropositive. Okay, we don't use reactive anymore. Yes, you can say the word reactive, but reactive is more for Form 3. We use the word electropositive because guys are positive, you see? Electropositive. And can you guess what do we say for girls? What do we say for girls? We call it the better looking you are, we say that you are more electronegative, yes. All right, so you can say fluoride is more electronegative than hydroxide. Okay, potassium is more electronegative than silver. Right, before you say, sir, why are we learning this? Okay, very easy. Say you're having a pool party. Guys, let's say you're so rich, you're having a pool party. You invite everyone here. Who is the one chosen means they are kicked out of the pool. Now you're trying to kick someone out of the pool. You are kicking one guy out of the pool. You are kicking one girl out of the pool. Right, I want you to tell me, let's say you are the organizer. Do you kick someone ugly out from your pool party? Or do you kick someone good looking out from your pool party? Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious? You'll kick the ugly guy out, right? You will kick the ugly guy out and you'll kick the ugly girl out because you don't want them at your party. Why would you want someone ugly there? Right? I'm not trying to be shallow here, guys. I'm just trying to make you understand. Okay, so very easy. So, guys, between sodium and hydrogen, who's the ugly one? Who's the ugly one? Between sodium and hydrogen, who's the ugly one? It's quite obvious, isn't it? It's quite obvious, isn't it? Sodium is like right here. The second best looking guy. So good looking. Hydrogen is like this. third worst, okay, is like 160. So no, right? You see? So you see, hydrogen is like, so ugly. So definitely, you will kick this guy out of the pool. Correct? You will definitely kick this guy out of the pool because it's so ugly. You don't want him to spoil your pool party, right? And of course, for the girls here, sulfate and hydroxide, who's the ugly one? Who is the ugly girl? Who is the ugly Betty here? Who's the ugly one? Who's the ugly one? Is it sulfate? Or is it hydroxide? Is it so obvious, isn't it? So hydroxide is the ugly one. So you will definitely kick hydroxide out of the pool. Right? That means sodium, they stay in the pool. Sulfate, they stay in the pool. They continue swimming here. But hydrogen will get kicked out. Hydroxide will get kicked out. Right? So what do you see here? At the cathode, guys, this is positive, right? This is positive, right? This is the cation, right? So they will go to the cathode. So the negative terminal here, hydrogen will be kicked out. Hydrogen will be kicked out. So what will you see? What will you see? Hydrogen gas is produced at the cathode. Hydrogen gas got kicked out because hydrogen is a gas. Hydrogen is a gas, right? So you see hydrogen gas coming out. So what do you see? You should see bubbles here. You should see bubbles here. Okay. And what about this? What about this? If I kick hydroxide out, what do I get? I will get oxygen gas because you see, hydroxide is still oxygen. It's still oxygen. That's why I get oxygen here. Oxygen gas is produced at the anode. So at the anode here, you still see bubbles. Can you understand here? Guys, can you understand? Can you understand? Very easy, right? Just now, the one I did in my exercise just now, just now there was no choosing. Only one guy and one girl. So easy case, Now you have two guys and two girls. You have one more step to do, which is to choose. So you choose the ugly one. Would they form bubbles? Which one? You mean this one or this one? You mean this one? This one has no bubble because lead is a metal, bromine is a gas. Okay, this one gas, maybe you get bubble. This one you see bubbles, yes. Hydrogen and hydroxide, which is the hydrogen and oxygen, you will see bubbles here. You will see bubbles here. Okay, it's a one more step. Okay, so guys, I have a question here. How do you know this gas is hydrogen? And how do you know this gas is oxygen? How do you prove oxygen and hydrogen? Both gases are colorless. Both gases are colorless. How can you tell? If someone asks you, how do you know this is hydrogen? You cannot see also. You do see a gas, but how do you know it's hydrogen? How do you test hydrogen? You learn this in Form 2 also. How do you test hydrogen? You take something called a burning wooden splinter, remember? You take a stick and you take fire. When you put into hydrogen, what do you hear? What do you hear? Yes, you hear a pop sound. Remember? Because hydrogen is very explosive, pop sound. What about oxygen? When you throw fire inside, what will it become? When fire meets oxygen, what do you see? What do you see? Yes, you see a stronger flame, isn't it? The fire goes boom. Okay, the fire goes boom. So you will see this glowing wooden splinter, the fire will reignite. Okay, and then for this, you will hear pop sound. You see, guys, everything is from Form 2. Whatever you learn in Form 2, you just pull it back down, it's the same. Okay, now let's address this problem. Let's address this problem. Sir, if I don't memorize this, how do I do this in exam? Ignite means the thing lights up. The thing lights up. Menyala, menyala. So now can you see how important this chart is? If you don't memorize this and this, you die. Right? If I don't give you this, how can you tell which is uglier? Correct? Correct? So guys, you have to memorize this. And before you cry, okay, let me tell you this. Okay, so for the guys, right? For the guys, let me cut your problem short. let me cut your problem short. You only need to memorize the bottom three. Hydrogen, copper, silver. Hydrogen, copper, silver. You only need to memorize these three, right? Yes, it will help if you memorize all, but there's no need to. There is no need to. I am letting you easy here. Only memorize hydrogen, copper, and silver. You might say, sir, I still get confused lah. I still get confused lah. Okay. Below silver, there's gold. Do you know there's an uglier guy here? It's called gold. Okay, guys, have you noticed something? The ugliest, second ugliest, third ugliest is like gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. Because copper is bronze, what? So can you see? The first prize in being the ugliest. Gold medal for being ugly. Silver medal for being ugly. Bronze medal for being ugly. First ugly, second ugly, third ugly. So you see silver, copper. Then the fourth ugly is hydrogen. No? Can understand? Can understand? So because usually I will teach my student to memorize this by kalau. Okay, if you want the story, I'll give it to you. Kalau nak kawin. Okay, kalau nak kawin, mesti ada zakah. Fantastic. You do know what is a zakah, right? It's your PP, right? So this goes for guys as well. Okay, to get married, you must have a fantastic PP so that your wife is happy. Okay, zakah fantastic supaya perkawinan hari-hari cun dan aman. Okay, good advice for life too, right? If you have a fantastic PP, if you have a zakah fantastic, then you will have a very happy marriage. Works for life too, right? So if you have a very short PP, then your wife wouldn't be very happy. Okay, you understand? This is the best way I can help you memorize. Okay, you know, guys, have you learned this before? Life is full of science. Yes, I agree. Have you learned this before? I mean, Kavi, you have been in my Form 3 class. I taught this in Form 3 before. The rest of you, have you heard of this story before? Have you heard of this story before? Have you heard of this thing before? This is the best way for you to memorize. Have you? Have you? But now I cut your problem even shorter. There's no need to memorize all of this. You just memorize the bottom three. Whenever you see the bottom three, you choose them. Because they're the ugliest, they will be for sure kicked out of the pool. Because they're too ugly. The bottom three ugly, you will kick them out of the pool. You don't want them at your pool party. Because they're so ugly, man. Right? Right? Guys, have you heard of this before? Have you heard of this before? You know that day, right? You know, previously, right? I have a student asking me, sir, is there a halal version of this? Because this is very haram. Is there a halal version of this? Yes, there is. Okay. So kalau nak kahwin, mesti ada zakat fitrah. Wah, you see? You know what? You know what is zakat and fitrah? You know what is zakat and fitrah? Zakat and fitrah is the tax you pay. Yes, Muslims, right? Taxes for Muslims, right? So you see, you want the halal version. I have it here. You want the haram version. It's here, right? If you say, sir, I'm not a Muslim, I don't know what is zakat and fitrah, fine. Then you change it to zebra. Kalau nak kahwin mesti ada zebra fantastic. You must write a fantastic zebra to bring your wife home so that you have a wife. Whatever, okay? Whatever that makes you happy. But I am not asking you to memorize this because it's not important. You only focus on the bottom three. Problem solved. Okay? Okay? I mean, you come to my class, my job is to make things easy for you. You know what you come to my class for, right? Okay, but for the girls one, you have to memorize this one. You are not running away. I already saved half the problem for you. Okay, so let's look at the girls one. Have I taught you how to memorize this? I didn't teach this in Form 3. I did not teach this in Form 3 because Form 3 you're not learning this. It's not important, right? So do you know how to memorize this? Do you know how to memorize this? Okay, very easy. Free sex, no condom, but I'm okay. Okay, free sex, no condom, but I'm okay. Right? Right? So is there a halal version of this? Yes, there is. Okay, you have Farah so naughty calling Brian an idiot asshole. Okay lah, not really haram, not really halal lah, but more halal than this. Yes, up to you. See which one you want to memorize. Okay, I memorized the free sex no condom one because it's so easy. You see? Okay, or you want to memorize the Farah calling Brian idiot asshole? I'm okay too. Up to you. Guys, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Did I make your job easier right now? So this is all you need to memorize. This is your multiplication table for this chapter. You know multiplication table, the 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 2, 8. When you don't memorize your multiplication table, you cannot do math. You cannot do mathematics. Same thing here. You don't memorize this, you cannot do this chapter. You will be dead. Trust me. Okay, so my job is to make you memorize this. So you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Can you memorize this? Can you memorize this? Your school teacher will most likely ask you to die memorize. She just say hafal je. Okay, you see, all your sejarah teacher, I hope your sejarah teacher is a good one, because all they say, if your sejarah teacher is a bad one and your science teacher is a bad one, she will just tell you to hafal je. Hafal je. They will say nothing. They will not teach you how to hafal. They just ask you to hafal. How? Right? How? So my job is to teach you how. So this is how I hafal. Now your job is to get this into your head, and now you're done. Okay, guys. Question? Question? Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? Are you paying attention? I hope you are. Okay. All 5 of you. Okay, I guess Kavya, you're okay. The rest of you? The rest of you? Jella, Gabriel, Charlene, Sarah, you okay? You guys are okay? Stop me if you're not. If I'm going too fast, please slow me down. I want you to fully understand this. Okay? Yeah, Kavya, what's up? Anything you want to ask? Yeah. Explain you. Which one? Which one? The cathode. Which one? This one? This one? Cathode is the, you mean this one? Because cathode is the negative, right? Cathode is the negative, right? So they will attract the positive. Okay? Anode is the positive. Like another, you see? Another. So positive. They will attract the negative. This girl will attract this guy. And this guy will attract this girl. Right? Please don't say positive attract positive, negative attract negative. They don't work like that. It's like the opposite. Positive attract negative, negative attract positive. Right? You just have to recognize this word. You just have to recognize this word. Because when you know anode is positive, cathode is for sure negative. Anode attracts anion. So when anode is positive, anion is for sure negative. When cathode is negative, cation is for sure positive. You just have to know one, you can figure out the rest. Okay, so guys, let us do one more example. Let us do one more example. Guys, what is the first step you do when you see this? What is the first word you look at? What is that first word you look at? Not the copper sulfate. What is the word? You look at your solution. And when you see solution, what does it mean? What does it mean? What do you write down next? What do you write down next? Yes, H2O. And my job right now is to split copper and sulfate, is to split hydrogen and hydroxide. Can? Boys on the left, girls on the right. So I have 2 boys swimming here. I have copper swimming here, copper ion. I have hydrogen swimming here, hydrogen ion. Guys, make it a habit. In exam, please draw this out. It makes your life easier. All right. And then anion anion, you have your sulfate ion. The girls, you have sulfate ion. And you have your hydroxide ion, which is the O. All right. Now, what do we do next? What do we do next? We choose. Guys, who's the ugly one? Copper and hydrogen. Who is the ugly one? Who is the ugly one? Copper or hydrogen? Copper or hydrogen? Copper, copper is the ugly one, copper is lower, right? Just now we choose hydrogen because it's the lower one, but now copper is even lower. Copper is even lower, so copper will be chosen. Copper will be kicked out from the pool. I will kick copper out from the pool party because it's too ugly. What about the girl? Which girl will be chosen? Which girl will be chosen? It is almost certain you will choose that girl, which is hydroxide. Okay, so now copper will be kicked out at the cathode. Hydroxide will be kicked out at the anode. So guys, just now when I kick hydrogen ion out, I will see hydrogen gas. Now when I kick copper out, what do I see? When I kick copper out, what do I see? What is copper? Is copper a gas or a liquid or a solid? Copper is a, yes, Kavi, you're correct. Copper is a metal, isn't it? Copper is a metal. So what will you see here? You will see copper metal is formed. Copper metal is formed. You will see copper here. So what is the color of copper? What is the color of copper? Copper, they look like, you know, it's copper. You see copper stick here. They're like reddish brown color stuff. You know your wire? You know your wire? Your wire is made from copper. So you see them stick here. So these brown color thing is your copper lah. This is your copper. Okay, reddish brown, isn't it? Reddish brown, isn't it? Like your bronze color metal lah. Your bronze is from this. Why copper is going to cathode? Because copper is positive, right? Copper is the guy, right? Copper is the cat ion, right? Cat ion goes to cathode. Cat, remember? Cat. Cat ion is positive. I am going to negative. This girl attracts this guy. Are you okay? Are you okay? Girl will attract guy. Guy will attract girl. You're not very sure with the positive negative thing, isn't it? I have students like this. Okay, don't worry. I have students like this because usually they will confuse between positive and negative. Right. So next anode, same thing lah. I will choose hydroxide. So oxygen gas is produced. Same thing. Okay, same thing. Nothing changes here. Right? Nothing changes here. I will still choose oxygen. All right, guys, are you okay? Are you okay? So this is what you learned today. Okay, what you are learning just now, the choose ugly one. This is situation number 1. We have 3 situations. Sir? 3? Yes, 3. Don't worry, situation 3, I'll talk about this next week. Okay, I'll talk about this next week. What you learned just now, the choosing ugliest guy, choosing ugliest girl, that is your situation 1. That's the easy one. Okay, shall we up a level? Do you find this difficult or this is okay? Or this is okay? I am breaking this down as easy as I can already. You choose the ugliest guy, you choose the ugliest girl. That is situation 1. That is condition number 1. Now, if we up a level, we shall go to situation number 2. Yes, cathode attracts cat ion, you are correct. Cat. Remember cat, and. They are called cat, same cat for a reason. Cat. Cathode, cat ion. Anode, anion. N, cat. All right. Kavi, you're very unsure of the direction, isn't it? Don't worry. You do more, you understand. You do more, you understand. Because Because when you do it the wrong way, when you do positive to positive, negative to negative, it will look weird to you. It will look weird to you. This chapter is more about practice and muscle memory. Okay, so the more you practice, the more muscle memory you have, somehow you just figure it out. Right? So guys, shall we up a level? Shall we go to situation 2? Shall we go to condition number 2? Are you okay with condition number 1? Yes, choose the ugliest guy, choose the ugliest girl. Settle. Problem solved. Right. What about condition 2? What about condition 2? Okay, condition 2 is almost the same. They are just slightly more difficult. Slightly. Okay, guys, how do you know it's a condition number 2? How do you know it's a condition number 2? You see this word. Please highlight this. You will see a 1 mole per decimeter cube. When you see this word, automatically it's condition number 2. It is condition number 2. You might say, sir, what does it even mean? When you see 1 mole decimeter cube, that means this guy is very concentrated. Okay, this is very concentrated. You have a very salty cup of water. Just now, situation 1, when they mention nothing about the mole decimeter cube, not mentioned here, that means don't care. That is situation 1. Situation 2 is when you see that concentration thing there. 1 is very concentrated. So what's the first step you do? Okay, guys, follow our SOP. Everything we follow SOP. What is the first step we do? What is our SOP? What is our SOP? Guys, everything still runs as normal. What is our SOP? What is the word we look at? What is the word we look at? The first step. Yes, solution, good. And solution is what? H2O. Yes, same thing again. So what are we doing now? What are we doing now? We are separating sodium chloride, positive, negative. Water, positive, negative. 2 guys swimming, 2 girls swimming. You see, everything is the same. So this is Na plus lah. If you want, you can change. You don't want, it's okay. Okay, we have 2 guys swimming in the water, sodium ion and hydrogen ion. Okay, and we have 2 girls swimming in the water, chloride ion and hydroxide ion. Okay, so guys, pay attention here. Pay attention here. Here comes the difference. Here comes the main point. Just now, right? Which guy do we choose? Who's the uglier guy? Who's the uglier one? Sodium and hydrogen. Who's the uglier one? Yes, hydrogen. We choose this guy, right? And these 2 girls are chloride and hydroxide. Which is the ugly one? Which is the ugly one? Hydroxide. Very good. Okay, now when you see concentrated, guys, listen. When you see concentrated, there's no change for the guy. I still choose the ugly one. But when it's concentrated for the girls, there's a slight change. Instead of choosing hydroxide, I will choose someone a bit higher, which is chloride, bromide, and iodide. Cl, Br, and I. Okay, why? Because when it's concentrated, I have more pretty girls than ugly girls. I have more pretty girls than ugly girls. And these girls are the red. Can you see the red color box here? These girls are, you want to say that they are very pretty, not very pretty also lah, because the pretty ones are up here. These 3 are very pretty, very hot. But these 3, not too pretty and not too ugly. But when you have a lot of them, we kick them instead. You get what I mean? Usually we will choose the ugly girl, but when it's concentrated, we choose these 3. All right? But these 3, we will never choose them. Even if it's concentrated, guys, we will never choose fluoride, we will never choose sulfate, we will never choose nitrate. Only the red box here. Chlorine. Okay, I think you can only you only need to memorize chlorine, because chlorine is usually what we use, right? So in this case, since it's concentrated here, the guy no change, we still choose hydrogen, right? The guy doesn't affect. But for the girl, I choose someone slightly better looking, which is the chloride. Because this girl is in our red color box. Is in our red color box. So we choose her to kick out instead. Are you guys okay? This is our situation number 2. Slightly more complicated, but the SOP is still the same. The SOP is still the same. I still choose the ugly guy, but the girl I choose slightly higher. All right? Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Okay, don't panic, guys, don't panic. If you say, sir, what if I didn't take note of this? I just continue my SOP, I just continue to choose. Hey, at least you still get one side correct. You still get one side correct. It's just that one side you got it wrong. You don't lose all the marks. You still get half the marks. It's just that you didn't notice or take note of this concentrated. So don't worry. Don't worry. You will not lose all the marks. You just follow my SOP. You will score. You will score. It's just that this concentrated, pay attention, you will choose the red color box one. So what do you see? What do you see? This hydrogen positive, this cation, Kavi, cation will be put to cathode, negative, positive to negative. Right, I'll write the positive here to make you understand better. Okay, so the positive to negative. All right, so what do you see? You see hydrogen gas produced at the cathode, same thing as just now. And now, instead of seeing oxygen, now you see chlorine gas produced at the anode. Right, you will see chlorine gas instead of oxygen gas. Because now hydrogen is not chosen. I'm choosing chloride. I'm choosing chlorine gas. Right, guys, do you know what is chlorine gas? Do you know what is chlorine gas? I think I mentioned this during the Haber process. Do you remember Haber process? Do you remember what is Haber process? I think I have mentioned, yes, ammonia. I think I have mentioned what is chloride gas, chlorine gas. They used this during World War I. Remember? Remember? They used this thing during World War I as mustard gas to chase the to chase the enemies out of their trench. Remember? Remember? They use this gas to mass murder soldiers. Your chlorine gas, right? So this gas is very dangerous. This gas is very dangerous. You will not do this experiment in school. You will not. Which is a shame, you see, because I've never seen chlorine gas before. I have never seen chlorine gas before in real life, because my teachers, they refuse to do it. I mean, can understand, because chlorine is very dangerous. You will never deal with them. Okay? Maybe your teacher is cool enough, she will show you chlorine gas. I don't know. I hope she does. If she does show you what is chlorine gas, she's the coolest teacher. But my teacher is not ballsy enough to show me that, because it's a scary thing. Someone touched mercury in your school. I hope he's fine. Okay, one touch will never kill you, but you will slowly get poisoned and you gonna die soon. Are you serious? No, you won't die. It's just that you become more and more stupid. Okay, as in you become you become more stupid. Okay, so okay, you guys okay, you guys okay, so I will jump to the next one. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, you see concentrated? Yes, concentrated. And what is the first thing you do again? What is the first step you do? What is the word the guy's very stupid. Okay, I agree. If not, you won't touch mercury. Okay, solution. Okay, and then H2O. Okay, we are trying to split. Okay, we use this. We are trying to split zinc and nitrate. Zinc positive, nitrate negative. We're trying to split water. Hydrogen positive, hydroxide negative. So we write down what are the guys here? What are the guys here? Zinc ion, hydrogen ion. Why would he touch the mercury? God. Okay, and then you have nitrate ion, and then you have hydroxide ion. Okay, so now guys, who to choose? Who to choose? Any change for the guy? Any change for the guy? No, I still choose hydrogen because it's ugly. Any change for the girl? Any change for the girl? Any change for the girl? Do I choose nitrate? Is nitrate in that red box? So you see, we only choose the red box because they are okay looking. Nitrate, sulfate, chloride, like I said, they are too good looking. We will never kick them out. Right? These are like the top 3 hottest girl in your town. Do you kick them out of your party? No, you don't. You want them to stay. But you will kick this okay looking one. Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So will you choose nitrate? Just now we chose chlorine, right? Because chlorine is the red box, right? Do we choose nitrate now? Do we choose nitrate? No, we don't. No, we don't. We still choose, who's the ugly one? Who's the ugly one? Between nitrate and hydroxide, who's the ugly one? Yes, I will still choose hydroxide. Okay, so pay attention. Just because it's concentrated doesn't mean you immediately choose the higher one. You choose the slightly higher one. You don't choose nitrate. Okay, so what do you see here? What do you see here? Same thing, you will see hydrogen gas. Same thing, you will see oxygen gas. Okay, you will choose hydrogen gas. You will choose oxygen gas. Okay, question, guys. Question. This is what I want you to take note. Situation number 1, condition number 1, and condition number 2. Once you understand this, once you get this down, you will be fine. Situation 3, we will learn this next week. This is even more complicated. But I'm not too worried because usually they won't ask situation 3 in exam. Usually they won't. Okay, usually they won't. Okay, you guys okay? You guys cool? You guys cool? Right, if you guys are okay with this, can you please go home and do something for me? Can you please go home and try question 4, question 5, question 6, and question 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, you don't need to do this, but the more you do, the better you become. Right? I'm not forcing you to do. You want to get better at this, you do this. Right? Because if this comes out in SPM, most people will die in this chapter. So you don't die. I already give you a shortcut to go. So your action now is to practice on this, right? Use back what I taught you and practice it, and hopefully you'll get better at it. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. And before I end my class, do you have any question? Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? List down all the boys, list down all the girls, choose the ugly one. Unless the situation 2, for the girl, we choose slightly higher. That's all. That's all I'm going to summarize for today. That's all you need to know. That is all you need to know. Guys, oh, Monday was your birthday. Happy birthday, Kavi. You are 17 now. Wow, that means you can take your driver's license already. Yay! You can take your driver's license already. You're legally allowed to drive. Not legally unless you get a license, but yeah, you're legally allowed to take your driver's license. Okay. So guys, any question here? Any question you want to ask? No? No? What about the rest of you? Charlene, are you okay? Gabriel, Jella, Sarah, are you guys okay? I assume you guys all understand, huh? Okay, good. Right, so I wish you have a happy holiday. Okay, enjoy. We'll share the answer later. You mean for this? You mean for this? Or the previous chapter? Or this one? This one, This one, I will share it after we finish this chapter. After we finish this chapter. So I will give you the answer next week. Don't worry. Okay. I mean, if you want, you come and WhatsApp me lah. Come WhatsApp me. I'll send it to you personally also. Also can. Right, guys. I hope we learned something new today. Okay. Enjoy the remaining 4 days of your holiday. I will see you next Wednesday. Okay. Right. So I will see you soon, guys. Have a good holiday. See you soon. Take care. Good night. Good night. Bye.